Okay, I have a brand new effect to share with you today. And so for this, we need a well-shuffled deck of cards. Now, eventually, we actually just need 19 cards for this effect, which is kind of an unusual number for most card effects, I think. So 19, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. In fact, I can deal until you say stop, and then 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Okay, we got 19 cards to work with. Now, to mix the cards further, we're going to use a very effective shuffle. It's called the Australian Down Under. Okay, so if you've seen this before, it's a great way to really mix the cards thoroughly. Now, one of the challenges with the Down Under is that it just takes a lot of work. So at any point, you can tell me to stop and we'll just like drop the rest of the cards on top. Okay? You want me to stop right now? Okay, well, that's fine. Okay, so we down under some of them, I guess. But it's kind of a lazy man down under. And now what I need to do is I'll turn to any one of the spectators out there if you want to raise your hand. I'm going to go ahead and just ask you for your favorite card in the entire deck. So how about you over here? What's your favorite card? 7 of diamonds. Okay, so I'm going to just spell out 7 of diamonds, which you've indicated is your favorite card. So SEVENOFDIAMONDS. Okay, 7 of diamonds. How about you? Do you have a favorite? 3 of spades. Okay, that's a little bit odd, but THREEOF. SPADES. Okay. And how about 1 or 2 more? What about yours? Queen of Hearts. Okay, that's more normal actually. QUENOFHEARTS. And maybe 1 more. Ace of Hearts. Okay, that's kind of a popular one too. Let's see. Ace OFHEARTS. Now, note to you as a performer, you can spell out as many favorite cards in the deck as you like, or as you have spectators. Okay, so you can do 1 or 17 of them or something if they have the patience. Okay, and then from there to finish, all we're going to do is I'm going to use the second most powerful shuffle. It's called the Klondike shuffle. This is where you take the top and bottom cards off as 1. So top and bottom off as 1. Now, because we have an odd number of cards, we're going to finish with a single solitary card at the end. Now, believe it or not, I actually have a written prediction underneath this box here. So let's just take a look at I don't see the written prediction. Let's see. Oh, yeah. Okay, that's right. My written prediction under the box was written a long time ago. It's the card on the back of the box, namely the 10 of Hearts. So let's just take a look at it. Is it the 10 of Hearts? It is indeed. How in the world were we able to pull that off working together? That is amazing. Okay, well, if you do everything that I did, it works perfectly. Just a couple of notes here. So you can probably guess where this began at the very start. It was at the top of the deck, as you might have guessed. And so all you need to do at the beginning is just riffle shuffle and retain the very top card, that 10 of Hearts. And that's not too hard to do. To retain 5 cards at the top is hard, but just 1 is fairly easy. So you can give it as many riffle shuffles to allay any suspicions that the cards are set up. But you've really retained your prediction card at the top. And then from there, you just deal out 19 cards like I did. Okay, that moves this one to the bottom. I guess I should just point that out. Maybe we'll just pretend that the rest of the 19 are right there. But your special card's at the bottom. Now, what's going to happen is the down under shuffle, this down under, like this, okay? So after you have set 10 cards, so just a little bit above half of the cards, that, believe it or not, that, well, now it's somewhere else, right? The 10 of Hearts will be that 10th card set down. And so from there, it actually doesn't matter if you continue to do a down, under, down, under. Just dropping the rest on top will leave that 10 of hearts in the middle. And that's where we need it to be. We need it in the middle position. And the down, under shuffle accomplishes that. But once you have 10 cards on the table, you've done it. The 10 of hearts will be exactly in the middle, whether you drop the rest of the cards on top or continue your down under. Okay, so hopefully that's clear. So you don't have to actually finish all of the steps of a down under for a packet of 19 cards. Once you have 10 on the table, you can have the spectator say stop, and that will shorten the process and give a little bit more sense of randomness in the whole thing. And then if we choose any of the 52 card names, they'll have between 10 and 15 letters in their names. And 10 and 15 is more than half of the packet size, which is 19. So we're using something called OverCOATing. It's the principle of OverCOATing, an odd-sized packet where the middle card will stay in the middle position if you count out 50% or more of the cards in that packet, which is what we're doing with the card names. And then since our 10 of hearts stays in the middle position of this packet of 19, performing a Klondike shuffle, always, 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 for an odd-sized packet, it finishes with the middle card, the card in the middle position. Okay, so when you get to that final single card, it's guaranteed to be the card that was just in the middle of the packet before you started the Klondike shuffle. Okay, so that's the secret, and I can add some information about OverCOATing if you want to learn about that. There's so many card effects that you can do using that principle, and I'll point you to a book where you can learn more about the idea of OverCOATing. So thank you for watching, and take a look at other videos on the Absolute Math Magic channel.